Hi everyone, Emma here. I'm going to try to make it's kind of like a snowflake, kind of a cross between a snowflake and a wreath and maybe a poinsettia. So do I have you confused? Oh, okay, so I am a bit scattered today, I think because I have this invisible make-believe date in my head about getting things before Christmas and really getting things out into the mail before Christmas. And it's kind of a silly way to think of it since Christmas is not going to be the same this year. So I'm trying not to stress about it. And yeah, so that's on my mind, and I'm trying to organize some stuff. And yeah, I got a really cool email from YouTube today, so that was pretty cool. It was just a basically I'll do a specific video about it, but it's basically updating what I've accomplished this year, and they're basically giving me a bunch of numbers of how many viewing hours, how many responses I've had. So I have to thank you guys, and that's why I said I'm going to do a specific video about it, because I haven't decided if I'm actually going to create like an edited video, or I got too much seeds here, or just show you what they sent me. But basically the reason I wanted to mention it to all of you is because it's your accomplishment too, because like a lot of the big numbers are the numbers that you guys have created by watching my videos, by commenting on my videos, by sharing my videos, like all of that stuff. So it's pretty exciting, and just reminds me of all the work that I've done. So I have these rondelles now. Let me measure them. I'll leave that one blank. Okay, so I have 10 of these rondelles, and I put a stop bead because I put a bit of a tail on here. And like I said, I'm just copying this from a image. Let me see what I've done here. I'm using 8-pound fire line, so that's why it's so stiff and it's getting tangled. But it's also very easy to untangle, so that's always good. Okay, of course, I probably should have gone the other way with that. Let me see if I can get this out of here. And there, okay. Oh my gosh, looks like it's tangling again. Oy vey. This is crazy. Part of it is I can't see the way the lighting is. And I'm still kind of not feeling well with my tooth, so when you're tired, things don't look that well. Okay, so let's measure these. Because like I said, I got these a long time ago, so I have no idea. They look like 7x5s. Let's see how accurate I am. That's a 6x5. 6x5. It's probably supposed to be a 7x5. Yeah, 6. Okay, so that's what that is. So I put 10 on. So this is going to be a fair size. So I think what I need to do is loop around this way. And I don't know if I have to go through all of them or just... Yeah, maybe I should go through all of them. So yeah, that was cool. And the other thing I wanted to mention, I think I have a knot, I do, is I was really touched by all the comments in the video for the announcement of the giveaway. That was really, really nice. So many people commented and congratulations to the winners and thanking me for doing the giveaway and everything. So that was really, really nice. Okay, so let me open this up a bit. I'm going to bring it a bit closer. There. Okay, so I'll keep going around just to give it some structure here. Let's see if I flip it, would it make it easier? Maybe. So I've been busy doing peyote stitch. I don't want to show you yet. I'm almost finished doing a whole bracelet. Oh, I'm so excited. I watched a bunch of Stephanie's videos from Bronze Pony, and so of course the strap is flat, and I bezeled a check glass cabochon for the focal piece. And I'm just going to go through that last one here. Okay, so this is what the middle is going to look like. And now I wonder if these are the image that I'm looking at. The rondelles look a lot skinnier, so they may not even be rondelles. They may be some other bead, but I think we can manage this. So now we are going to go from this bead and we're going to loop around these guys. So 5 beads around this. I'm just wondering if I should switch up now to an 11-0. Let me see. Silver 11-0. I guess I could do these too. These 11-0s. But you know what? I don't want it too flashy. I want it a bit subtle. So let's see if 5 will take us around. Yeah, so that was fun doing that. I'm just gonna do the closure and then I'll be able to do a reveal. So I think all we're doing is just going up and down here through these, using these to get around. Yeah, I think I do need some more. And these need to go tighter. Here, let's do it. Okay, let's take this out. So I think I need at least 2 more beads. There. And let's get through here. So it's funny that, you know, I have these snowflake ornaments slash earrings slash bracelets. They're all sitting there with threads and stuff. I'm the worst for not finishing projects, and I get squirreled, so I end up on some other project. So you know, I got distracted with those rhinestones, and I'm a bit annoyed at myself for letting myself go down that rabbit hole. But you know what? I'm still having fun, so it just may not be as much fun for you guys to. You're like, what happened to those beautiful snowflakes she was doing? So I kind of want to do as many of them as possible before the holiday season's over, because I feel like, maybe we'll be looking at other things like Valentine's and things like that. So, okay, so I have 5 and 2 is 7, so that's 4 and 3 is 7. Oops. Let's see if this is going to do it. And this is probably not the way it was initially done, but this looks like the quickest way to do it in my little squirrel mind. What do I have? That's 8. Okie dokie. So as usual, it's gray and overcast here. Not that it would matter, it's so cold out that I don't want to go outside. I really need a dog to force me to go outside for walks. I remember when I had dogs before, it wasn't a big deal going outside. You get used to it, right? It's like when there's something you have to do, you don't think about it, you just do it, and you dress for it and get out there. I had fun when I had the dogs. They were some crazy guys. Okay, there's 5. I need 2 more. I remember walking the dogs at night, and the place that I lived, we were renting an old farmhouse, and they still had the farm, so they still had cows, and they sold eggs at the farmers market. This was in Guelph, Ontario, and so they still had those animals on the farm, and they would come in a couple of times a day and take care of the animals and collect the eggs and stuff. And we lived in the house. And I'm just making sure that this is lit up properly here. And so across the street from us, we were the last working farm in the city. And you know how the city, like the downtown, starts to spread out, so it was that kind of thing. So on this side of the street was like huge property, and the farmhouse and the barns and hen houses and stuff like that. And then on the other side was a new housing development. Oh, look what I did. That's a different design. So on that street there was also a pond, and quite a large deep pond, and there was always ducks on the pond. And the one night I went out to walk the dogs, and I had a dog that was a black lab and pointer mix. We got him in North Carolina. He was a hunting dog. Now we got him as a puppy, and yeah, so he, ducks were his favorite thing to chase. And because we were out, kind of still out in the country, I would let them loose. And not after this situation. But so he saw the ducks and he took off, and it was the middle of winter, so the pond was frozen, and he ran out into the middle. And I'm trying to think. Oh, him and his brother. So his brother was a corgi, and they both ran out, and I'm trying to think now and count at the same time. 4, 6. I need one more. Anyway, my memory sucks. So I think it was the black lab that ran out into the pond after the ducks, and the ice broke, and he went in, and the way the ice broke is it was a hole in the middle of the pond, so he couldn't get back on the ice, and I couldn't get to him because there was ice there, and I knew the minute I stepped down it would break, and then I'd be in the water. So I'm yelling for him to come, and he kept like trying to jump on the ice, and he couldn't get on the ice, and he started going under, and my heart just sank, and I thought, I like knew that if I didn't do anything, he was gonna drown in front of my eyes. So I like did like a Superman leap onto the ice and slid across the ice, and when I got to him, he still couldn't get on the ice, and I couldn't reach him. So I started smashing the ice with my fist to try and break it, and I managed to break the ice that was between us. So I was able to grab him and get back on the ice. And of course now we're both soaking wet, freezing. So I managed to get home, and my husband at the time got us both in the bathtub with the hot water and warmed us up. But oh my gosh, that was horrible. Horrible, horrible. Scary. Okay, so now we are going to add, there's going to be some Superduos here. So I think I need to add the Superduos. So I think I'm going to go, I can have these colors, the pale, they're nice, but I also have the SO beads, these guys. There's some white ones and there's some blue ones. You know, maybe I should use those because I find they're a little puffier, so they're a little nicer. But what else? I have some clear, but I didn't know if you'd see these guys. And then we could do silver. It's like an antique silver. It's got like speckled patina on it. Let's see what other ones we have. We have some bronze. No, that's not going to go. Grab another one of those in case I need it. Let's stick with this. So this is what it would look like. Yeah, I don't think it matches. I think these EOS ones are going to be it. So let's make sure I'm not tangled here. Okay, so where am I? Okay, now I need to go up to Yeah, up 2 and add 1. So up through these 2 here. That's weird looking. I'm gonna go back out here. I don't like the way that looks. Yeah, don't like that. Let's go through this one here. Go on the right path. 2. Oh, that's a knot. There. Okay. Pick up an 11-0. Okay, now 2 EOS. And then down. And then a 11-0. And down the 2 on this side. There's too many in here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know why it looks weird to me. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if this is correct. Oh! Maybe the EOS are not a good fit for this pattern. This doesn't look good. Yeah, they're too chubby. Let me see. One more try. So yeah, so these are supposed to sit further in. So let's take those out. Okay, I'll take that off. And let's pull this tight because that's getting, I'm losing my tension here. And I feel like this is the structure right here that I need. Okay, I was just checking, counting the others to make sure. Okay, guys, you're gonna go back in the box. I love these guys, but okay, let's put these away for now. Okay, and put these out. One, 2, and an 11-0. Okay. I might go back through these guys just to keep the tension for this initial row. That's better. That's what it's supposed to look like. It's interesting that it would make that much of a difference. Okay, so I'm just taking a look. You know what? I think these beads are too big. I think these need to be 15s. Because I'm looking at them sitting next to the others. Yeah, they're all too big. Okay, I'm gonna, because it'll get wonky and I can kind of see it happening already. So let me pause this and I will come back with it all fixed. Okay, I managed to take those beads. I'm really surprised that an 11-0 would, like, I guess what I'm surprised about is how big 11-0s are. Now that I work with these small beads, because I never would have thought that they were that big. So I did a few rows so you can get an idea of what it's going to look like, how it's going to set up. And it's even going to, these areas here are going to be peaked a little like straighter so that it looks like a point. But until we get the other stuff on there, you won't, it still looks a bit rounded. But, so I'll show you what I did. So I'm coming through this hole here and I'm going to go up 4. So I put 9 beads on here. So I'm going to go up 4, up through 4 of these 15-0s. Pull my line all the way through. What the heck? It's getting a little kinked. Okay. Pick up an 11-0, or sorry, a 15-0, 2 Superduos, and a 15-0. And then we are going to go through the 4 beads on this side, like this. And so there we go. Now we're going to go through this rondelle and we're going to go up the side of these 4 15-0s and repeat all the way around. So 15-0, Superduo, Superduo, 15-0, and then go down 4 on this side. Just there. Just like that. So we're going to keep going. Seems to be getting tighter and like this is getting misshapen. Yeesh, I don't know. We'll see how this works out. You know what I think is these beads are too big. So let's see what happens. So just keep going, go through your rondelle. So I also, I might as well do some updates right now with a few things. So there was some questions about the Swarovski shop that I just placed a massive order with. And I had posted what I thought was a link, but basically what I did was I posted her website, not the actual link. So I went ahead and changed that. So it's on one of the Snowflake videos, and I will try and remember to post it on this one as well. And so she also is on eBay, so you can check her out there. It's By the Beads, by BY, and then the, all one word, Beads. So you can check her out on eBay as well. She has a lot of stuff on eBay. And I think she has a free shipping thing going on. So, but yeah, so she has, her Swarovskis are on average 7 cents a piece. And I've priced them everywhere and nobody has that price. So that's why I mentioned it. And you can buy them in lots of 10, in lots of 100, and then full on factory packs for like $30-$40. So, and I noticed that on Art Beads, now they have their clearance sale, they're advertising something like 50% off and new items added. So definitely check that out. But what I was going to say is their prices are, oh, I'm trying to think now. They're over 10 cents a piece. So it's definitely a better deal. So, and I just, I'm trying to think, I saw a video about the Swarovski. Okay, I follow Spoil Rotten Beads, which is a UK shop, and they have an excellent live beads and banter program on YouTube that I watch, and a lot of my favorite bracelets to make is from their channel. So they just put out a video on what's going on with the Swarovski not providing stuff to the, what they call the craft market. So they are switching over to Preciosa Ornella, the check glass ones. And I have to laugh. I didn't know how that was pronounced, so I kept calling it Precocia. Oh my gosh. I have to say, when I walk with my wife, I name the dogs that we come across. And like, I don't know these dogs. I just give them new names. So I think I'll call those Preciosas. We're going to call them Precocias. I name the dogs like I'm God, and I say, I will name you Jordan, because your other name is no longer valid. And then I say to my wife, I say, do you think their guardians would mind that I've renamed their dogs? She's like, yeah, don't tell them. I say, well, the dogs told me that they named them wrong. That's not their real names. And it's so funny, because of my bipolar disorder, she says she can always tell when I'm starting to go manic because I start naming dogs. So this is starting to look like what I want it to look like. So this is cool. So I think once I get some more structure in, even though that these are kind of rounded and these are popping forward, I think we could probably stretch it and it would be fine. But I don't want to do that right now. So let's see, what is the next step in this shenanigans? Okay, so we need to add some stuff here. And so I think we need to just step up to those. So let me go in here, go through this bead, and then go in through here. These 15 O's, I've got a size 10 needle. I might have some problems. The line is thick as well. Okay. So yeah, this is gonna get all tight. I should have put 2 here. We'll see what we can do with that. So there needs to be, oh gosh, there needs to be a bead here. Let's just go to here first. Yeah, let's do. I'm trying to do it so that this line is in the middle and not on the outside. Yeah, it's not gonna. Let's just deal with it for this first one. Maybe it'll set itself up. Okay, so yeah, because there's, okay, let's just do it and figure it out later. Okay, we need 2 of these. So now we need a base bead that's going to go between these 2 guys. And I feel like initially they're showing like one of these beads, but there's no way that's going to be enough. It's going to end up really squeezing everything. So I have some really pretty fire polished. These guys could go in there. And these, I don't know which ones. This is probably, so it looks like 4s and 2s, I don't know. Let's take a few of those out. So where are we here? Oh, that's perfect. Okay. It's very pretty. And we'll just go around with this guy. Oh yeah, that's nice. Okay. This is turning out amazing. See, I think sometimes I like start to stress when it's not identical to what I see in the image. Then I realize as I go along that the differences actually make it special. There. So talking about the dogs in the neighborhood. Do you know what's funny? I don't know, and I mean, any of you that have pets or dogs in particular might know what this is, but the dogs in the neighborhood run to me. So when they're on a leash and their owners are walking them, they like pull and pull and pull, like they have to come and say hi to me. And it's more than just like the normal friendly dog situation. It's like they know me. And this is so funny. When I was a kid, before I realized that Dr. Dolittle wasn't a real person, I wanted to be Dr. Dolittle. I wanted to talk to the animals. So I used to take care of stray animals like birds and mice and yeah, I said birds, like cats and dogs and whatnot. But yeah, it's so funny. So, you know, I'm just like getting annoyed with this a bit. Because again, I feel like that 11.0 is too big, but let's just continue and see what happens. Yeah, so it's so funny. They come running to me like they know me. So the thing I think is I have like practiced really hard to communicate with them without saying anything. And you know, maybe that's to be honest too, is I have people do that to me in public. They come up to me and start talking to me. And of course, I'm so used to talking to people as a nurse that it doesn't faze me, and I'll talk to them and stuff, and then they'll walk away. My wife will say, "Who was that?" And I'm like, "I don't know." She's like, "Well, why were you talking to them?" Well, because they came and talked to me. But so yeah, maybe it's a skill from nursing that you can, there's a certain energy that you have that people feel safe around, I guess. So yeah. The other thing that I have now, I had to mention, going through those big rondelles, it's actually scratching up my my thread. I could kind of feel it too. Yeah, I have people coming up to me all the time saying, "I feel like I know you." Or they'll recount a situation and say, you know, "Are you from so and so, or are you from this place or this organization?" And I'm like, nope. And when I'm in stores, sometimes I have to be careful because people will ask for my assistance. I'm like, "I don't work here." And one time I came home from work. Well, I was coming home from work and I stopped. This is starting to look amazing. It's very beautiful. So this, you could be done at this point. Just put your little peaks in there. But, and there is some spaces, but I'm worried about pulling it tight because it's kind of, let me see. It just seems to be this one here. Let's see if I can get it. Okay, that's good enough. I want it to sit flat anyway. Okay, so now in this area here, there's like a little diamond shape of beads, like a little leaf or something. Oh, and in here they don't put one of these guys, they put a bead. So, I think I would prefer this, but let's test it. So now we also need a little bead that's going to go inside the leaf. And they've got something like this in there, but let's put something nicer in there. Okay, so let me pause this and I'll come back with the other beads that we're going to add. Ta-da! I went ahead and pulled out a Swarovski crystal. So this would be so cool to bezel this inside of this. So I'm going to see if I can manage that, but for the meantime, I will show you. I decided to go minimal with this rather than put a whole bunch of other beads, especially for the first time trying this. So I'm going to make a few more of these, and I'm going to change out this bead. I'm still not happy with it. I like that it matches the color of the rondelle, but it's way too like it's bulky and it's separating them too much. So it might even be these rondelles are so big that maybe what I need to do is just string them together, period, or put a 15-0 between, and then that would continue this piece. Okay, so basically what I did was I just did like a little picot and then an 11-0 and a picot, and that kind of sparkles it up without being too blingy. So let me show you. There is a bit of a wonky bead path that I'm taking, but I'm sure as I make more of these I will figure out probably a better way in the meantime. So I'll just show you how I'm doing it from this point on, and then you'll see the second way how I got to this spot. So we're going to take 3 15-0s, 3 15-0s, and go through the top hole and take one 11-0, go through the top hole like that, and then 3 15-0s. And we're going to come through this hole here. We're going to come out of that hole like that. Pull that through, pull it tight so that everything's in position. Then we're going to take our thread. So our thread is coming, I'm just checking to make sure everything's in focus. Make sure everything's light here. Now we want to bring our needle in through this hole here. So we're going to go out this hole, around and in through here, and then in through that bead, and then in through the next Superduo. Like that. Wait. No, through, yeah, that's right. Just like that. Pull everything through. There we go. And now we are ready for our picot here. So pick up 3 15-0s, go through the top hole, that. Pick up a 11-0, go through the top hole, setting it in the middle of the 2 Superduos, like that. Then pick up 3 15-0s and come through the bottom hole of that Superduo, and that. Bring your needle all the way through. You're going to go around the bottom and come out to the top of the lower Superduo, through this bead and through the next Superduo, like that. And that's what I mean when I was saying it's a bit like a wonky bead path. Yeah, I'm sure I'll figure out a smoother way to do this. So pick up 3 15-0s and 11-0, and 3 15-0s, And go through the bottom. Okay, that. Sure everything's in place. Then we're going to go through this hole. So the top hole of the bottom Superduo, and through the fire polish, and through the next Superduo, the top hole, like that. And pick up your picot, 3 15-0s, an 11-0, and 3. Look at that, on one try. And here. So I'll keep going like this. So I think, you know, I won't bother showing you how to do I want to say class, but it's not a class because this is an ornament, so kind of beads to create something to hang it with. Because basically you can just pick up your, say, 11-0s and do a loop with that, or you could tie a ribbon. So I'm not gonna, and the reason I'm not gonna do it's not because I don't want to show you, it's just, one, I'm running out of time in the video, and two, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this, if I'm gonna create something else like a pendant, or a bracelet. So I don't want to add something, and I dropped one of my beads. Yep, I dropped one of the beads and never got it back. I thought I had it, but I need another bead. So actually, you know what? So this is what it's going to look like. And I was thinking I would do another drawing for another necklace. And I am going to use the video that was the announcement video, so the people that commented in the lovely congratulations, those people are going to be entered into a draw. So let's do that right now. I'm going to pause this, bring everything up, and then do it. Okay, here we go. We're going to draw for another winner, for another of the lampwork necklace with the snowman, the mitten, and the Christmas tree. So good luck, everyone. Okay. Start raffle. Am I missing something? You know what? I don't use this. Okay, there we go. No, that's not it. Oh, let's see if I didn't do it right. Okay, here we go. Woo! Juanita Pearson. Congratulations. That's awesome. Okay, so Juanita, email me and let me know your address and I'll send it out to you. Thanks again, everybody, and have a great weekend, and we'll see you soon. Bye.